Do you yearn to break free from the relentless cycle of overthinking that clouds your days and disturbs your nights? In our busy lives, we often have too many thoughts that disturb our inner calm. Overthinking, which is a common problem today, can make us feel stressed and anxious because we're always lost in our thoughts. But there's hope. Whether you're struggling with the whirlwind of daily worries or seeking deeper existential understanding, this video is your guide to a more mindful and fulfilling existence. Let's embark on this transformative journey together and discover how the ancient teachings of Buddha can illuminate our modern lives. Watch now and unlock 10 strategies to free your mind from too much overthinking. Now, on to our video. Let's explore the first strategy, the art of mindfulness. Close your eyes and envision a tranquil stream meandering gently, unhindered by any obstacles like fallen branches or leaves. This stream serves as a symbol for mindfulness, an essential aspect of Buddhist meditation. Mindfulness entails directing your full attention to the here and now, becoming acutely aware of your sensations and emotions without passing judgment on them. Engaging in mindfulness entails various techniques, such as controlled breathing exercises and guided imagery, all designed to induce relaxation in both your body and mind. This relaxation aids in stress reduction. When you practice mindfulness, you observe your thoughts and emotions from a detached standpoint, refraining from categorizing them as positive or negative. Rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, you embrace the current moment wholeheartedly, immersing yourself in the experience of life. Imagine honing your mind to concentrate just like that uninterrupted stream, free from the chaos of scattered thoughts. This mental discipline helps you break free from the never-ending cycle of overthinking, a cycle that often leads to heightened stress and anxiety. As you cultivate the ability to anchor your focus in the present, you empower yourself to engage more profoundly with life as it unfolds before you. Let's delve into the second strategy. Observe your thoughts. Picture your thoughts like strands in a complex web. To practice mindful observation, consciously make an effort to pay close attention to your thoughts while maintaining a sense of detachment. Think of it as stepping back from this intricate web of your usual thought patterns. By observing these thought strands, you can start to unravel their structure without getting entangled within it. Buddha's teachings emphasize the significance of looking at our thoughts without judgment. Instead of classifying thoughts as either good or bad, or reacting to them emotionally, simply acknowledge their presence. It's akin to watching clouds drifting across the sky. You see them, but you don't become them. When you practice observing your thoughts in this way, it's like gaining a higher perspective above the intricate complexities of your mind. From this vantage point, you can discern the pathways of your thought patterns more clearly. This perspective is immensely empowering because it enables you to recognize and comprehend the nature of your thoughts without becoming ensnared by them. Consequently, you can navigate through your mental processes with greater clarity and ease, liberating yourself from the mental maze that once held you captive. This practice aligns with the concept of the middle way, promoting balance and harmony in your mental landscape. The third strategy is the middle way. Buddhism, as a spiritual tradition, places significant importance on achieving a balanced and harmonious existence in all aspects of life. This principle is encapsulated in the concept known as the middle way. The middle way is especially relevant when dealing with the challenge of overthinking, which is a common issue for many people. At its core, the middle way is the path of moderation that Buddha advocated as the ideal route to attain enlightenment and inner peace. It represents a balanced approach that avoids the extremes of self-indulgence on one side and self-mortification on the other. When it comes to our mental processes and handling overthinking, the middle way suggests adopting a balanced approach to our thoughts and emotions. Let's delve into how this concept relates to overthinking. Overthinking often involves excessive and almost obsessive rumination over a single idea or a multitude of thoughts. It frequently leads to a state of analysis paralysis, where a person becomes so entangled in the complexities of their thoughts that they struggle to take action. Alternatively, some individuals may try to combat overthinking by forcefully suppressing their thoughts, aiming for a blank mind. However, this approach can be equally counterproductive and potentially stressful. The middle way teaches us to navigate between these extremes. Instead of clinging rigidly to specific thoughts or a stream of thoughts, this practice encourages us to recognize and acknowledge our thoughts without becoming entangled by them. This doesn't mean allowing thoughts to run rampant. Rather, it involves observing them with detachment and without judgment. Similarly, the middle way advises against aggressively suppressing thoughts. Such suppression can create inner resistance, making the thoughts more powerful and pervasive. Buddhism encourages a gentle release of attachment to these thoughts, promoting a state of mental clarity and calmness. By following the middle way, Buddha teaches that we can cultivate a state of mental balance. This balance is not static but dynamic, requiring constant mindfulness and adjustment, much like walking a tightrope. Within this mental equilibrium, we find serenity. By neither succumbing to the whirlpool of overthinking nor forcefully silencing the mind, we can coexist peacefully with our thoughts, leading to a more serene and mindful existence. In practice, this may involve meditation techniques that use the breath or body sensations as anchors for the present moment, helping the mind remain centered and unswayed by the currents of thought. It can also entail fostering a mindset of acceptance and compassion toward oneself, recognizing that thoughts are natural and not indicative of failure or weakness. Thus, the middle way offers a compassionate and practical approach to managing overthinking, one that encourages balance, acceptance, and the pursuit of mental tranquility. Let's move on to the fourth strategy: release your grip on attachments. It's essential to know that holding onto our desires too tightly can cause us distress. Similarly, if we cling too strongly to our thoughts, it can lead to overthinking, a challenging cycle to break free from. To tackle this, we can learn from the wisdom of Buddha, who advised us to practice letting go of attachments. This includes not getting too attached to our thoughts. It's about understanding that thoughts are fleeting, they come and go. They don't need to have a significant impact on who we are. Here's how you can put this into practice. Start by observing your thoughts without judging them. When you notice that you're getting too focused on a particular thought, gently remind yourself that it's temporary. You don't have to hold on to it or let it control your emotions or actions. By adopting this mindset, you can be more present in the moment, free from the weight of past or future worries. Remember, your thoughts are just thoughts. They don't have to dictate your life. Let them come and go, like clouds passing in the sky. You'll find a sense of peace in the space they leave behind. The fifth strategy is about cultivating compassion. Compassion is a crucial part of feeling emotionally well and is a fundamental idea in Buddhist teachings, known as karuna. At its core, compassion means wishing to reduce and eventually eliminate suffering, not only for ourselves, but for everyone. It's more than just understanding. It's about actively wanting to help. When we find ourselves trapped in overthinking, compassion can be a powerful tool. Overthinking often involves dwelling on worries, fears, and negative scenarios that might never happen. This leads to a cycle of mental distress. Compassion provides a way out by gently acknowledging this distress without judgment or criticism. The first step in cultivating compassion is recognizing the pain you're feeling. Afterward, you can affirm your intention to find relief. This process involves showing kindness and care to yourself, just as you would to a dear friend who's suffering. It means saying things like, "This is really tough right now and it's okay to feel upset. Let's find a way through this together." Self-compassion helps calm the inner critic that often makes overthinking worse. This inner critic can be relentless, constantly highlighting our flaws, mistakes, and inadequacies, which only increases our anxiety and overthinking. Self-compassion shifts this internal dialogue to one that's nurturing, supportive, and kind. Imagine your mind as a turbulent sea during overthinking, like a storm stirring up the waters. Compassion is the gentle breeze that calms the waves, brings peace to the waters, and guides you back to shore. Just like any skill, it requires practice. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes and the quieter your mind becomes. As you become more compassionate with yourself, you may notice that this attitude extends to others. You'll see the shared human experience of suffering and the desire for relief. This expanded compassion can create a stronger connection with others, realizing that, like you, they're doing their best to navigate life's challenges. By cultivating compassion, you not only ease your overthinking but also contribute to a kinder, more empathetic world. It starts with a simple intention to be kind to yourself and spreads outward, touching the lives of others in ever-widening circles of care and understanding. The sixth strategy is the practice of patience. In Buddhism, patience is seen as a fundamental virtue, crucial for navigating life's ups and downs. It acts as a soothing remedy for the self-inflicted wounds of rushing and restlessness, which often fuel overthinking. These states of mind can create a cycle of mental unrest that's tough to escape. To embrace patience means committing to a practice of calm endurance and accepting the natural flow of events. It involves stepping back and observing life's intricate patterns with a sense of openness instead of resistance. When it comes to our inner world, this means acknowledging our stream of thoughts and emotions without the pressure to immediately analyze or understand them. This patient approach reduces the need to solve all of life's puzzles instantly. When we let go of the false urgency that insists we must figure everything out immediately, we give our thoughts and feelings space to clarify over time, much like sediment settling in a once turbulent river. This allows for clarity and peace to naturally emerge. By cultivating patience, we slow down our internal clock to match the unhurried pace of nature. We learn to coexist with our overthinking, observing it with a compassionate curiosity instead of critical urgency. This not only eases our compulsion to overthink, but also creates room for insight and wisdom to grow in the quiet space of our minds. Strategy number 7 is all about simplifying your life to combat overthinking. Our minds can easily get tangled in overthinking, especially when our lives are filled with chaos and complexity. Simplifying isn't just about having fewer possessions, it's about creating an environment that promotes serenity and clear thinking. Start by looking at your physical surroundings, like your home and office. Evaluate each item and consider whether it serves a purpose or brings you joy. If not, it might be adding to the sensory clutter that overwhelms your mind. Decluttering your space not only makes it more organized, but also reduces external triggers for overthinking. Simplifying your life also involves reviewing how you spend your time. Examine your daily and weekly routines. Can some tasks be simplified or eliminated? Are your activities aligned with your values and goals, or are you just following societal expectations? Learning to prioritize tasks effectively and saying no to commitments that don't serve your well-being helps establish boundaries and protect your mental health. Overcommitment can be a significant source of stress. By limiting your obligations to what's genuinely important or fulfilling, you give yourself time and energy to fully engage with those commitments. This selectivity is crucial for creating a less hectic and more mentally peaceful life. By simplifying your life, you create an environment and a lifestyle that counteracts overthinking. In the tranquility of a simplified life, your mind finds the space to quiet down and focus on the present moment, leading to a more mindful and joyful existence. Strategy number 8 involves engaging in meditation, a powerful practice against overthinking. Meditation is a crucial part of Buddhist tradition and can help you discipline your mind and combat overthinking. When you meditate, you learn to shift your focus away from the constant chatter in your mind and direct it toward a single point of concentration. This point can be your breath, a meaningful mantra, or a calming mental image. During meditation, you gently guide your mind back to this anchor whenever it starts wandering into overanalytical thoughts. This intentional redirection disrupts the overthinking cycle, which often feels like it has a mind of its own. With consistent meditation practice, you create a sense of inner calm. Over time, this tranquility extends beyond your meditation sessions and into your daily life. It's not a quick fix, but rather a gradual process of training your mind. As your meditation skills improve, so does your ability to maintain mental balance, even in the face of life's challenges. You become better at observing your thoughts without getting caught up in them, leading to greater mental control and serenity. Strategy number 9 involves focusing on helpful thoughts, a practice rooted in Buddhism. In Buddhism, living mindfully and wholesomely includes a concept called right thinking or right thought. This idea emphasizes the importance of being aware of the thoughts that occupy our minds. According to Buddhist teachings, we should consciously direct our attention toward thoughts that benefit not only us, but also those around us. In practical terms, it means actively choosing to engage with thoughts that have a positive and constructive impact on our well-being and the well-being of others. These thoughts might involve kindness, compassion, generosity, and gratitude. When we intentionally focus on such thoughts, we create a mental space where they can grow and influence our actions in a positive way. Conversely, we should let go of harmful, unnecessary, or unproductive thoughts. These often include thoughts of anger, envy, resentment, or worry. By recognizing and releasing these negative thought patterns, we free up mental space that might otherwise be consumed by overthinking or dwelling on stressful and unhelpful subjects. Focusing on helpful thoughts is an intentional effort to shape our mental landscape in a way that promotes inner peace, compassion, and overall well-being. It's about recognizing the power of our thoughts and choosing to nurture those that lead to a more positive and fulfilling life, both for ourselves and for those we interact with. This practice aligns with the core principles of mindfulness and compassion in Buddhism, and can serve as a valuable guide for anyone seeking a more meaningful and harmonious existence. In Buddhism, the idea of anicca or impermanence holds a significant place. It teaches us that everything in existence is continually changing. When we apply this concept to the challenge of overthinking, it becomes a valuable tool. Impermanence in this context means recognizing that the state of overthinking, like all things, is not a permanent fixture in our lives. Just as the seasons change, so do our mental states. Embracing this idea of impermanence can bring profound ease into your life. This acceptance allows you to release the relentless desire for control and the need for absolute certainty in a world that is always shifting. Overthinking may grip you at times, but understanding that it will eventually pass can provide solace. It reminds us that even our most overwhelming thoughts and emotions are fleeting, enabling us to approach them with a sense of detachment and equanimity. The timeless teachings of Gautama Buddha provide valuable strategies for freeing our minds from the relentless grip of overthinking. These teachings stress the importance of mindfulness, which means observing our thoughts without judgment. They also encourage us to find the middle way, balancing our mental processes without getting trapped in extremes. In addition to these, the teachings suggest releasing attachments, cultivating compassion, practicing patience, simplifying our lives, engaging in meditation, focusing on helpful thoughts, and embracing impermanence. All of these practices contribute to a more serene and mindful existence. Buddha's wisdom guides us to navigate the turbulent waters of our thoughts and emotions, leading us toward the tranquil stream of mindfulness. By incorporating these teachings into our daily lives, we can break free from the cycle of overthinking, reduce stress and anxiety, and cultivate inner peace. As we embark on this transformative journey, we not only find solace for ourselves, but also contribute to a kinder and more empathetic world, one thought at a time.